Hi, my name is Cynthia, and your name is
Melo-Strauss.
okay, Irma, and we're here today to talk about and discuss and to some depth what role does learning play in your life?
Well, learning is important for me since I was in my country a little girl. I think a person has to learn. If they don't want to go to college, it's okay. But
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. What country are you from? I'm sorry.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Okay. As you were saying.
So no, doesn't matter if you don't want to go to college, but you have to learn some skill that you can do in the future with your life. So like electrician, like mechanic, like plumber, technical or in computer or something. So me, I like study. Education is important, really important. So in my country it was hard. I remember when I went to the university over there, and I registered in 1979. I started in 1980 because there was a hurricane and there was a refugee in the school. So I started in the 80s. I left the country in 1989, and I still had another class to take because I couldn't finish it.
And this is for your associates? Or
Yes.
Your associates.
Associate.
Okay.
Because the school was all the time closed, 6 months or 3 months.
Due to the hurricane? And
No, due to in 1980 there was too much rebellion, so the student fight with the police, with the government. They were against everything.
Okay.
So we have like really this, like the military when they had tank, everything, like if it's a war.
Really? So
It was a war zone when.
Was it? I'm sorry. Was it something like? Do you think? Would you call it communist style, so to speak, like they have in other countries? Or?
They just kids, or I don't know, but in that time, remember, there was this idea of communists and whatever. So the government always, the students were communists. So anybody that was supposed to have long hair or beard or whatever. So the school is a public school, have their own rules, but the government subsidized the school. So the thing is that always was conflict between the police, the government, and the student.
So it was hard for students or children to attend school and get education.
Yes,
okay.
You know when you get in, but you don't know when you get out or if you will have your diploma or not. So when I came here, I was like 10 years there, and I couldn't get my associate. But when I came to the United States, I started my associate here.
Oh, and what year did you come to?
1989.
1989. Okay.
And then go to New York. But
did you plan? Did you ever plan to just? Was that in your plans, or just happened due to the fact that of the refugee happened. At the time in the 80s in Dominica? It just something that you wanted to do to better yourself and your family and your future. That you think?
Yes, I thought about it, but
Okay.
also because I got married and then the family came here.
Okay.
But I was the thing is that even if you have your education, you won't find a job over there.
Right.
So you better get out, or if you want to do something. So that happened to me. Both things happened at the same time. So I said, now I will have the chance to really move on. So when I started my associate in Tudor College, I just have to bring my credit. That didn't go any place in Dominican Republic, but here helped me just to go ahead because the school took my credit from the requirement. So I learned my what you call it, my English, and then my associate. I went through just the credit that I have to take, like writing, reading.
So
some math.
the degree or the credits that you had done in Dominican Republic, they were legible here in the United
Yes.
States. So they gave you credit for those.
Yes.
So you didn't have to start from the bottom
No,
to scratch.
no.
Okay, so that's wonderful that they gave you that opportunity to,
Yes.
they validated those credits from
Mhm.
Dominican Republic.
Yes. So I just have 3 years. I did the English and the associate in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So from there I went to do my bachelor degree.
Okay.
I finished my associate in 95.
Uh-huh.
My bachelor degree in 1997. So I also, in that time also, I have my credit from Dominican Republic plus the one that I have in the associate. So I start my bachelor with 86 credit. I just have to do my minor and my major in the bachelor degree.
Mm-hmm.
So when I finish, that I want to move to Florida, but I want to finish first my bachelor because I thought I can teach here. That was my thought. So I moved here in 2000. I have my certification here, 3 years. I did a class as a requirement. I need to do another one. But then I started to substitute. And after a couple of months, then I started, a couple of times I did it. But I have to stop it because my husband was
sick. Yeah.
Yes. And then because they don't pay what I was doing over there for teacher ed, here they pay $11 an hour with a bachelor degree. And after you do training, then they pay 11. So that was like, okay, I have to think about it. So I stopped and I tried to do my master, but I couldn't do it because the same reason. My husband was sick and the school wasn't the best environment.
Uh-huh.
So I stopped at like 2005.
Okay.
So since that time, because I don't want to stay still any place, I start to go to get my license as real estate agent. Took me a lot of effort and time, but I got my license as real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I said, let me do mortgage broker. So I have my license as a mortgage broker.
Okay.
2010, they invent the national test. Forget about national test. I couldn't pass it. But then I said, no, let me go back to college and do a master. And because I was thinking about what I did before, like in the school, because I was teacher ed, I was teacher here. So when I read about psychology, school psychology, counseling, was the fit for me because I was involved in all that stuff with the kids, special ed, behavior problem with the kids, teenagers. So I thought that would be the right way to go.
Okay. So I just want to say, congratulations for all the hard work that you've done from the Dominican Republic until now to when you came here to the States. I mean, 89 you came here and to the United States and you had accomplished the goal of finishing your AA degree, and then it only took you 2 years to get your bachelor's degree in 97, and then after that you went on to get a real estate license and you became a mortgage broker as well. So I can see that, and then here we are in 2013 and you've gotten started with a master's degree. So, I mean, I see a lot of ambition in you, and that's great. That's wonderful. It's part of life period, and I see that it plays a very strong role as far as what learning and skills are for you in your life. Tell me about, you said you have children, right?
Yes.
And that helps, learning, I guess, is very important for you in your life, right?
Yes. So that is what I'm trying to teach my kids. My first son, I'd always told him about, you need to finish your school. He didn't want, but I have to be in his case all the time.
Okay.
Now he said, then mommy, you didn't stop pushing me. He said, you see, because I know when your team disappeared that you start to think about it, then you want to start college or do something else. You don't have to start from the beginning. You have your high school diploma. You can start whatever you want. If you want to go to college or you want to do something technical, so you have the high school. So now he said, "Thank you." Now,
so you're saying basically that even if it's it doesn't have to be a bachelor's, it doesn't have to just be an associate. It can be a technical school, whether you're a mechanic or a computer tech or something like a medical assistant. Something that it's a skill that you'll learn in your life that you can take and make yourself a better person and successful in life. Correct?
Exactly, and you need your high school diploma because you need a high school diploma to go to have your associate or your technical or whatever.
Okay. That's it. All right. Well, thank you. We will meet next week, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.